Hello, this is Trip on the Tamez Labs podcast, and our show today is about when Silicon Valley chaos meets corporate desperation, the wild story of a college dropout suddenly running AI training at one of tech's biggest companies. So a college dropout who's barely old enough to rent a car is now running AI training at XAI. Diego Piscini went from winning a hackathon to leading hundreds of people after Musk decided to cut over 500 data annotation workers. That's like getting promoted from intern to CEO because everyone else got let go in a corporate restructuring. Except the restructuring is budget cuts, and the chaos is, well, typical Musk operations. Look, Silicon Valley loves its wunderkind stories more than avocado toast, but putting a teenager in charge of training Grok during mass layoffs? That's not disruption, that's desperation wearing a hoodie. The kid said, any person with half a brain knows Elon's companies are in their infancy. Buddy, your company just cut a third of its workforce. Maybe less about infancy, more about not stumbling on the playground. Here's what's really happening. XAI is losing talent faster than a leaky spaceship and scrambling to maintain Grok's development pipeline. Data annotation is the grunt work that makes AI smart. You need experienced people labeling millions of data points, not someone playing corporate simulator on hard mode. When 2 employees questioned Piscini's promotion on Slack, their accounts got deactivated faster than you can say constructive dismissal lawsuit. More after our break.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners. Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
This isn't just questionable management, it's a masterclass in how not to scale AI. You can't debug institutional knowledge with enthusiasm and Red Bull. Grok's going to end up less intelligent than a chatbot trained exclusively on YouTube comments. Meanwhile, Tesla settled another wrongful termination lawsuit involving Autopilot. The driver hit the brakes a fraction of a second before impact, which is the automotive equivalent of thoughts and prayers. Tesla's facing nearly 60 reported incidents from Autopilot situations, plus a massive verdict they're desperately appealing. Their legal strategy seems to be settle fast, admit nothing, blame the human. But here's the thing about pattern recognition. Humans are pretty good at it too. The technology isn't ready for the marketing promises. Full self-driving that isn't full, self, or driving is just expensive cruise control with delusions of grandeur. And in the most chaotic crossover nobody asked for, someone's stamping illegal substances with the SpaceX logo. A pilot went down in Brazil, carrying serious contraband branded like it came from Cape Canaveral. Dealers are apparently as obsessed with tech branding as venture capitalists, except their pitch decks involve more chaos and fewer PowerPoints. But here's the real story. We've created a tech culture so intoxicating that even lawbreakers want in on the brand recognition. When your company logo becomes synonymous with getting high, you've either achieved peak cultural relevance or peak irony. The through line here is accountability, or the complete lack thereof. We're living in the fever dream of unchecked technological optimism, where moving fast and breaking things includes breaking people. Maybe instead of disrupting everything, we try competence for a while. Revolutionary concept, I know. If you like this episode, show us some love with 5 stars and a follow. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Grab news. Tamez.